Because the essence of computing is about making decisions, right? If this is true, then this should happen. If that's not true, then this other thing should happen. So that's the idea, the basic idea of computation in general. With that, we need a way to represent something that is true and something that is false. And that's when Booleans come to place. A little fact check here. I would like you, when you have a time, just type in Boolean where it comes from. It was actually, I think it was a British, if I may be totally mistaken here, a British scientist or mathematician who came out with the bool. I think his last name was Boole, B-O-O-L. Again, I'll have to recheck my facts here. And he's the one who came up with the Boolean, the mathematical logical Boolean. So what a Boolean is, essentially is, or a state that only allows two variables, either 1 or 0, or true or false. Okay? So 1 is true, 0 is false. So one thing can only be true or false. That's what a Boolean is. Now, Booleans are going to make more sense once we start talking about the control flow, right? The decision making that we need in programming, which is the if statements and so forth. So, but I can show you here real quick. Let me go ahead and comment this out and push it down like we always do. So, for instance, if I want to create a Boolean, I use the bool keyword and I say is true, for instance, and I can set it to true as such. Okay. I can also go ahead and say bool is false. Remember, this is false and is true. These are just variables of type Boolean. That's what we're doing here. And I can set this to false. I can go ahead and print. If I print is true, let's see what's going to happen. Don't forget the semicolon there. It says false because is true, or is false, I mean, is indeed false. Okay, now is true is going to be true. All right. Now, again, this will make a lot of sense in a little bit here once we actually learn about if statements, which is the control flow, because now we can go ahead and say if this state is true, or if this variable is indeed true or has this value, then we're going to do this. Else, we're going to do something else. So that's where the fun really begins. But this is a very important concept because I believe it's really the basics of computer science, of logic, of computation in general. Okay, so we'll get back to this. Do not worry. But I just want to introduce Booleans to you. We will discuss thoroughly once we understand, once we learn about if statements and control flow. Perfect. I'll see you in the next video.